Hey, Dr. Fred with Elite Coaching, Chiropractic Coaching, and hey, I'm a purpose-driven chiropractor here to help you uplift humanity with the chiropractic message so we can transform teams and patients into leaders, not create just patients, but change them into leaders so you can build a powerful, growing culture that can create more lifetime patients than ever before so you can fulfill your God-given purpose in chiropractic and in your life. So we're giving a 5-video series, video 1, 5-video series of how to collect $1 million cash out of pocket over your front desk from committed and lifetime patients, regardless of their insurance, without insurance, so you can fulfill your purpose. And how do we do that? Well, that's really learning how to overcome time and money objections, fulfill your purpose, not only become abundantly profitable, but create even more lifetime patients without convincing, selling, pushing the boulder uphill. We've all done it. We don't like it. This is what humanity needs. Would you guys agree? So I'm going to give you 5 steps. Here's video 1. Now, the whole reason this started was I was practicing chiropractic for 15 years, and I had pretty good volume, pretty high volume patients, saw a couple hundred people a day. But even though we have a lot of people committing and even some becoming lifetime patients, it was the one that walked out that we didn't know, or the one that went through corrective care and then quit, or the one that started lifetime or maybe came for a few years and then they were done, you know, because every time they quit, if this is our sole purpose and we believe this is our life purpose for why we're here, and our heart is to help every person, help humanity understand the chiropractic message, then it hurts. You know, it's that letdown and disappointment. And the even bigger problem is that we're battling the whole mindset that medicine has created. And it's not about drugs. It's the short-term, easy mindset that I don't have to try, right? I can be lazy. I can just take a drug and get rid of my symptoms. And that's the problem. Healing in chiropractic is lifetime. It's not easy. It's not short. So we're having to slay that dragon that's been created by medicine and pharmaceutical companies, and even chiropractors that are only doing pain care, where it's, doc, just crack my back. I've been to 8 chiropractors before, and we want to change the way they think. So what I figured out after 4 coaches, and I couldn't find an answer to handle those objections, 20 years ago I started studying human behavior. How do people make life-changing decisions? Because isn't that our job? To help them in a very short time go from one life, switch their mindset, really their belief systems, to help them live a more empowered life and the chiropractic lifestyle, and create a leader that they can tell other people, bring other families in and all that. Now I'm sure you're doing that on some level. The question is it 8 out of 10 of your patients? So here's really the shift in mindset. If we're going to change the way people live, then we have to identify their belief systems, learn how to clear those limiting beliefs, and find that empowered energy that we all have inside us, inspired energy, to make us want to live at a different level. We all have it. We all have it. That's a fact about our humanity. We all have it. So here's a mantra. You are actually a self-empowerment coach with a healthcare application. In other words, your purpose is to change the way people live. That's a self-empowerment coach in a sense. I know we're chiropractors. Yes, our titles are doctors. But when we learn to view ourselves like that, our communication is different. So these 5 videos are taken from our boot camps, which is a professional self-empowerment training, right? That's our patient management system we teach in boot camps. And what it's done is transform chiropractors into self-empowerment coaches that understand how to take a minimum of 8 out of 10 people, not only through corrective care, but into lifetime care. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. How cool is that? Do you want to do that? Do you want to create 8 out of 10 in lifetime care? Then follow all the stuff on this series. So here's the first one, right? Here's the first principle. We love to give information. Okay? Why? Because we're doctors. Doctors are teachers. We love to give information. The problem is that can help people, but in all research on behavior, information does not change 8 out of 10 people. If you want to change the way they live, you have to change their beliefs. You have to change what they believe. People live what they believe. That's it. Why? Belief systems are deeply emotionally rooted. I mean, look at this, millions. How do you know? How do you know people live what they believe? I'm going to show you, right? They live. You want to teach people to live differently. Say yes. Put on your chest. Say yes. Live what they believe. How do you know? How do you know people do that? Well, look at religions. How many millions of people have been killed through history over religions? Is there enough information on vaccinations? A vaccination can damage your kid. You have people line up for them. 88 doses these days, right? So they live what they believe. So if you want to change how people live, you have to change what they believe, and that's it. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do. Okay, how cool is that? So that's really the basic principle. This is all human research. Now the thing is, if you want people to live it, it's got to become a subconscious habit, which means you've already wired them, and it's in their subconscious mind. Subconscious mind controls 99% of your life. So if we make it a subconscious habit, then they do it automatically. Guess what? You don't have missed appointments. It becomes part of your routine. I mean, I go to the gym. I get up at 5 o'clock to go to the gym. I don't always like it, but I do it because I understand the benefits. It's not the information, it's the way I feel. It becomes a lifestyle. You do chiropractic, that's a subconscious habit. When you feel sick, what do you say? I need to get what? Adjusted. If you feel weak or tired, we say, I need to get adjusted. Okay, how would you like all your patients today? I'm sure a bunch are now, but that's because people live on who they believe they are, not what they do. Okay, somebody coach tells, hey, how can this, Ms. Jones, how is this back pain affect your life? What can't you do? People don't buy. They may buy it initially, but that doesn't make lifetime patients. It's not what they can do, it's who they are. This is it, man. People buy identity, what they value, and purpose. It's already researched. They don't buy what they can do. Those are the lower, what they do are lower motivations on the neurological hierarchy. Imagine, I mean, when you look at the brain, that's what I'm saying, neuro-emotional hierarchy, what they can do is lower. That's how and what people buy why and who and purpose. It's just way bigger. So now the problem is, if you look at your patients use your service, or do they believe it? Well, sorry. Or do they believe it? What's the difference? Well, if they use it, they're buying a tool. And that's, Miss Jones, what can't you do? Well, I can't pick up my kids. I feel like a good mom. Wow, 3 adjustments. I can pick up my kids. That's what they can do. Thank you. They bought a tool. They bought a product or service that helped their problem. But a product or service, they can discard. Right? But when they believe it, it becomes part of them. So what's an example they can use it? They use it for pain. They can use it for correction and they quit. They can even start lifetime care and they quit. But when they believe it, right, they can live it. That's the difference between use it. We're not selling them a tool. We're not selling them a product or service. We're selling them a life. We're selling them a belief system. Well, how do you get them to believe it? Well, you have to identify what their current beliefs are. If you can't identify what their current beliefs are, and secondly, know how to change them. There's a system to changing beliefs. Hey, you got all kinds of people that are doing, look at Tony Robbins. I mean, went to UPW, I walked across 2,000-degree coals. If you would have said, do you believe you can walk across those? I'd be like, hell no! I'm going to burn myself with my girlfriend's curling iron, okay? So the whole thing is, can you walk across 2,000 degrees? Hell no! But I just, 3 weeks ago, 15,000 people walked across it. We have that ability. We can tap into it. When you step up there, man, you can change. It's a system. The question is, do you want to learn the system? Do you want to get people to walk across fire for chiropractic? And that's really it. So there's a hard way and an easy way. Here's the hard way. This is the hard way. Right now in chiropractic, 20 to 50% commitment to care with an 18 PVA. Okay, PVA, what's the average amount of time a patient comes? 18, that's pain care. This is what we've done in chiropractic. That means 2 to 5 out of 10 commit. That means 5 to 8 out of 10 are walking out the door. That's average. Okay, you're probably better than this. But this is what we see, and I'll show you why it's this way. Now the easy way, what's the easy way? Well, we've seen after, in the last 2 years, over 200 doctors going through our boot camp system, we get 70 to 84% commitment to care. Not 20 to 50, 70 to 84%. Now this is the bell curve, right? What's the bell curve? That's the majority of people. This isn't personality dependent. This is the majority, 7 to 8 out of 10. Okay, then we get 78 to 86% into lifetime care. Lifetime. That means 8 out of 10 will commit to care when you change your beliefs and you learn how to do this. It's taken right out of the boot camps, gang. And 8 out of 10 go into lifetime care in 3 to 4 years, depending on your volume. Some people 2 years. 3 to 4 years, you can be collecting $1 million cash over the front desk on lifetime and recurring payments, meaning recurring patients that change the way they live. You can do that. It doesn't take that long. You can change in the first 6 months when you use these. Right? So here, why are we doing this? Because we've done it with hundreds of doctors, and I want to give this to you so you can do it too, because we want to see chiropractic change. Now what's that from? This is giving information. This is changing beliefs. Information, beliefs. Information, beliefs. Information, beliefs. What is it? Say it. Information. What's this one? Changing. Come on, say it. Say beliefs. There you go. Thank you very much. So here's the deal. It's not what you say. That's not it. It's not about information. Not what you say to a patient. It's what you do. Sorry. It's what you do. So with a patient, it's not what they can do, but how do you change beliefs? It's not what you say. It's not the information you're giving. It's what you do. We're going to have 5 videos that show you what to do. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Show you what to do that will change beliefs. How cool is that? So this one, we're going to give you just some general principles. Now here's the principle. Are you ready? Principle number 1. Connection before correction. Connection before correction. What's that mean? We got to connect with people. Connection is not, it's not rapport. It's not whether they like you. How do you know? Because how many times say, Doc, you're really great. What's the next word? But. Doc, you're great, but. Doc, it's great information. What's that word? 3 letters. But. Right? That's why it's not information. It's beliefs. Doc, it makes sense. What's the next word? But. Because that information doesn't change. Changes some people, but do you want 8 out of 10? That's all I'm asking. So what do you have to do? What's connection? Connection is aligning beliefs. Connection is when you align beliefs. That's when your beliefs or their beliefs and your beliefs are the same. How do you know? Well, look, how many people are married? Are you in a relationship? Do you have the same belief systems? Do you have the same core values? Do you share the same religion? You may or may not. Right? But overall, even if you don't share the same religion with your spouse, you have certain belief systems on how you want to raise your kids, how you want to run your house. Do you want to give them a choice? You know, all these things on how kids should be raised or family, right? So we're already living this, but when you align beliefs, what's this look like? Because people come in, I don't believe in chiropractic, you know, I don't have the money, God, that's a lot of time, all this stuff, hey, crack my back, I've been to all these chiropractors. You have all of these belief systems. And then you have a tool. You have this tool that aligns them. And then what? Whoa, we align beliefs. What's this? These are all old beliefs, right? And what are these? New aligned beliefs. What's that mean? Lifetime. That means this is lifetime care. You can do this. There are people in the world that are doing this. You can do this. This is called a great culture. A culture is based on belief systems. Chiropractic is an empowered culture. So this is it. This is the tool. The question is, do you have it? I spent 20 years studying this tool. We spent the last 10 years changing hundreds and hundreds of doctors. even in the last 2 years, and I've done even more extensive studying, we've helped doctors increase commitment to care 30 to 50% increase. Commitment to care 30 to 50% at the rate of 93.6% in 90 days. That's a success rate. That's how aligning beliefs goes, gang. See all that? So why does this, what's the next principle? All objections are belief systems. I can't afford it. It's a belief system. I don't have time. Hey, how many people buy things they can't afford besides all the time? I don't have time. Then why do they say if you want something done, give it to the busiest person? What's my insurance cover? I don't believe in chiropractic. My spouse can't make it, right? I got to think about it for 24 hours. We don't use credit cards. All of that, they're all belief systems. So when you understand their belief systems, now you can find how did those develop. Here's the tools. What's that? Let's go back. Here's the what? What is that word? Here's the tool to use. You have all these. The tool to use, boom, gone. Lifetime care, lifetime care, lifetime care. 93.6%. So we want to align beliefs. Now, here's the way this works. Here's the bell curve. Okay? We got innovators up here. This is, 2.5%. Hey, these are people who's talking about chiropractic, latest and greatest. They think they're cool. When the new iPhone comes out, they're sleeping on the sidewalk. Then you have the early adapters. That's about it's about 13%. So now, 13.5%. So now, this plus this, 16%. Okay? Then we have the early majority. Now these people, they're going to take a little more time, but these people, all you got to do is show them how cool you are and how cool chiropractic is, they're going to commit. There's your 20%. Early majority, 35%. Early majority. Right? They're not going to sleep on the sidewalk. They're going to wait till it comes out in the Apple Store for a couple of weeks. They don't want to sleep on a freaking sidewalk. It's cold. It's hard. No thanks. I'm going to wait till the lines settle down, and then I'm going to do that. I'm not I'm not going to dress up like a Star Wars character. Hey, if you do, it's okay. And for a week and camp out on a sidewalk to wait for the next Star Wars movie. Those are these guys. Anyway, early majority, they have some objections, but if you're pretty cool, very confident, you have good body language. Now this is 35%, 16 and 35. There's your 50% right here. 20 to 50% is right here. You don't have to know any communication. You can give information and get 20 to 50%. And if you're really cool, you might even be able to start a few more. Now what's the next group? Whoa, here's the late majority. Oh my God. That's the next 34%. Right? This is 34%. That's the next 30. They have objections. What do they say? I can't afford it. They're used to saying that a lot. I don't have time. Oh, they're used to saying no to a lot of things. Right? What's my insurance cover? We got to think about it. They have trust issues. They have belief systems. These people, they're still on an iPhone 4. You know what I mean? Or maybe not even on an iPhone. They still have flip phones. Actually, right? Then there's the laggards. This is 16%, I think. 16%. They're still on rotary phones. You don't even want these guys. Okay? So, now the thing is, when you look at this, so 50 plus 34 is what? 84%. What commitment level do we have? 70 to 84. Why? Because we teach how to change belief systems. This is what I'm telling you. The people that go to these are getting almost all of this category. Now, I'm not telling you to go to the boot camps. I'm just showing you we've done it before with hundreds of doctors, and we can do it with you, and that's why we're having the 5 videos. Right? Because we want to give this stuff to you. We got to change the profession, man. We want to change humanity. We want to do it in a lifetime. See, I'm even salivating here. There you go. Now, we're even getting some of these. Isn't that friggin' amazing? This is the way people work. If you don't know how to change beliefs, your purpose is in this group. Your purpose is in this group. What did I say? Your purpose is in what group? It's in this group. Because guess what? When you get 78 to 86% into lifetime care, they're getting almost all of these into lifetime care. Which means what groups does that include? It includes these, includes these. Look at this. You're getting all these into lifetime care. That's where your purpose is. Are you guys with me still? But here's the problem. You haven't been trained. This is self-empowerment training. So are you wondering, you're trying to slay that mindset, trying to slay that dragon, so to speak, and you keep getting burned because it's breathing fire on you. Because we didn't know. You know what I mean? You didn't know, and so that's why it's frustrating. And you could be highly successful and have a high volume, and your bank account looks a lot better, which is nice, but you know what percentage of patients you're getting in lifetime care. Only you know that. So the question is, do you feel that space like you can do better than you are? That there's people out there that could live chiropractic on a higher level. Not use it, but live it. Okay? Now the problem is, what are some chiropractors' beliefs? Sometimes our beliefs, right? So what are chiropractors believe? It's my area. I hear that all the time. People can't afford it because they hear, what do they hear all the time? I don't have the money. I can't afford it. So we start believing our beliefs become tainted by the feedback of the patients rather than changing the belief systems of the patient and getting new feedback because nobody else has taught us. We start to believe the feedback, right? They live too far. They want to use their insurance. You know, if my practice grows, it's more chaos because you grew and you couldn't handle it because your systems needed work. Well, I don't want to scare people into care because a lot of management groups, they didn't know this. So management groups have taught scare tactics. Is a self-empowerment coach scare tactic? Or is it change beliefs and find the inspiration? See, we want to find inspiration in people. We don't want to scare them. It's not about scare tactics. Do we tell them the truth of subluxated spine? Yes. But do we want to scare them? Hell no. We want to inspire them. Do we have to poke on their pain a little bit? Yeah, no question. That's in another video. And sometimes, man, if we want to grow, we need to market. How about if we create lifetime patients? How about if we create leaders? Then we don't need to market. So you guys get this. This whole video is all about let's learn how to align beliefs. We're going to spend the next 4 videos giving you tools. What are we going to give you? Tools, let's call it, so you can get all these. We're going to give you tools so you can change beliefs, align them into lifetime care, so you can get all this. How cool is that? Hey, share these videos, comment. Please share these to every chiropractor you know, because this will be a crucial lesson that will help fulfill you to a higher purpose. I guarantee it. Let's spread these around and let's make a bigger impact. All right, love you guys.